Hey guys, I am here with Amy and Evelyn from Zip and Bear. I am very excited to be here. And I think more than me, my kids, that package you guys sent them for Christmas, did you guys see how happy they were?
Yeah, they were so excited.
Like
It was so nice.
I put all this thought into things that I get them, and it never excites them that much. And I never thought a bear with pajamas would get them that excited.
That made us more happier actually because it was priceless. Their reaction and what you captured. That's
so
why
beautiful.
we do what we do. So thank you for actually capturing that.
No, of course. Thank you for sending it. It just showed how something so simple can be done for kids and, you know, connect with kids. And I know you have a big story with the bear, and I had no idea there is a history to this bear. So maybe you can kind of talk about how this bear came about.
Yes,
Do you want to grab
absolutely.
it?
Okay, so this is my teddy. I've had this teddy since I was 5 years old. I, unfortunately, as you know, went through cancer as well, breast cancer, about almost 10 years ago. And at that time, going through cancer, I just realized that you just need comfort. What does comfort mean? It wasn't just what I was wearing. I really wanted that comfort, that love, and thinking about what children go through during cancer treatments. It started really, like, thoughts started coming up, and her and I always wanted to do a passion project together. So we started really leaning in on coming up with a new business idea. And as I healed and I went through my treatment, my daughter was about 5 years old, and I decided to look. I was like, honestly, teddy bears. She kept reaching for stuffies, and we were like, we need to come up with a business idea. Go back to our childhood comfort. And I remembered my teddy, and I've had this teddy since I was 5 years old. And to me, this is where
a teddy anymore.
It's no. This is where
She's actually
comfort
intact very well since 5.
Exactly. This is what comfort means to me. I look at this and I remember the childhood adventures and the comfort and the companionship that we had. And that's where our actual company came to fruition back in 2019. So we started talking about that, and then we decided, you know what, let's do this surprise element. One thing led to another. It wasn't just a teddy bear. It was underwear. It was pajamas. And honestly, looking back, every time I would put my kids to bed, before I would go to sleep, I would tuck her in. She would be soaked. I would always reach for organic cotton or 100% cotton, and I realized that she would be drenched every single night. So I would change her before I would go to sleep. And we're like, we really need to figure something out. This is not okay. So that's when we started looking into bamboo and the ultra breathable and all of the hypoallergenic. And then one thing led to another, and we created Zippy the Bear.
Amazing. This is the original Zip and Bear, or your bear
Teddy,
from when you were 5 years old, Teddy.
Yes.
And then tell me how this design came about.
So I'm a therapist, and we started to think about how we're going to incorporate sensory, especially with like fine motor skills, making sure that there's different tactile sensory component to this. So for example, our bear has a different sensation. The inside has a different sensation. The paws have a different sensation, like in terms of the ears, the eyes, etc. So we wanted to incorporate that, and then also fine motor skills in order to facilitate dressing, getting the kids excited for bedtime. Okay, that was our biggest mission. We're moms. Kids struggle. It's hard to put kids to sleep, especially when they're younger. And once they get attached to a companion component, it really helps. So matching pajamas, matching underwear, get ready with Zippy, time for bed.
I love that. I love that there's so much thought put into a bear, because one might ask, why is this bear different than other bears? And there's so much thought behind this one.
100%. And another thing that we really like to talk about is we live in a community where everything's so AI focused now. Everything is about what's the next technology, so much stimulation. The kids can't be kids anymore. We grew up playing on the streets. We grew up sleeping with teddy bears, having table forts and tents and sleeping over the night and etc. And we want to instill that back in our kids. We think it's important to have that in your childhood.
And I love that you said that, because I feel that, you know, because of the age we're at, and we have kids, when I think about the things that we did, and your pajamas inspired me to have a pajama party with my kids and their friends. Exciting. And everyone was in their pajamas. Everyone brought their stuffies. And it really inspired me, because I felt that. I'm getting goosebumps. But we need reminders to,
For sure.
instill and keep the childhood as much as we can.
Have kids
in our
be kids and
Yeah.
be present and enjoy the process. A lot of times, it's like imaginative play is so important in kids' memory and recalling and developing personality. And I've learned that through therapy. And it's so important to instill that without just a screen. Screens just don't do everything. It's not.
No, I don't. I don't want to be that mom, but
Definitely.
I see the change in my kids when they have screen time versus when they don't have screen time. So I don't want to say I'm a no screen home, but it's very, very minimal. It's a treat. It's a treat every so often. We have movie
As it
nights
should
and
be,
things like
exactly.
that. Yeah. And I love that you guys incorporated. And my son, I mean, I have a almost 10-year-old and I have an almost 7-year-old and a 5-year-old. And all three of them were really excited about the bears in different ways, right? Like my daughter loved that she can put the girly stuff on the bear, and they all have had their stuffies with them since they were born, and they don't sleep without it. And that comfort is like really important to the kids. And now it's like they've all named their bears, and they all. Armand will wear the matching underwear to,
That's
the
the whole
bear, and I
point,
think
yeah.
it's so cute, and I think it's a beautiful memory that we're helping our kids, like instilling that in them.
Exactly. And it's about the bedtime routine, right? Like Evelyn was saying, bringing back the bedtime routine, making transitions easier with potty training. I'm a dental hygienist, and it's about hygiene as well. So it's not just about the pajamas. And that's why when we were creating this, we're like, you know what? We did so much research looking into different matching aspects, we couldn't find it. We could not find, we were not just a teddy bear company, we were a matching company with teddy bear, underwear, and the matching aspect with the pajamas. That was key. Every night you don't have to change your pajamas. My kids throw it in the hamper every single day. I'm like, you showered and you woke up, you didn't sweat. It doesn't make you sweat. You do not need to change your pajamas. But your underwear, absolutely, you have to change every day.
Right.
And having a 3-set underwear to match with your pajamas was key. The kids really got a really good hygiene routine. And that's another thing that was very important to us.
One more thing we wanted to touch up on is, as busy moms, we wanted to put together an ideal gift. We get invited to so many parties. You're always struggling to see, what do I take this kid? Gift wrapping is a process. This is like a box ready to go.
Ready to go.
You're good
And
to
I
go.
messaged you for the holidays. I was like, this is the best gift ever.
It's literally ready to go. You don't have to do
Boy, girls,
anything.
so many age groups.
Exactly. And so that was another thing where we really perfected this so that we can actually offer that for moms, families, parents, dads, etc. Like where it's an easier process, ultimate gift, and ready to go.
No, it's genius.
And the surprise element was key. Back then when my daughter was 5 and she didn't have a baby yet, but at that time we were like, surprise element was huge with a lot of different companies. It was like, surprise this, open this package. What? So we're like, you know what? We're gonna have not just my teddy bear recreated, we're gonna have Zippy the Bear. And this is why Zippy the Bear is so important. It has a zipper in the back. So you surprise your kids with the pajamas inside of it. So they think they're just getting a teddy bear, and kids are just like so happy with just the teddy bear, right? It's the simple things. We always think we need to do more, but when they do get Zippy the Bear, there is more. And that's it's a priceless moment when we see the videos and capture
And I
moments.
saw that
like you
with
said.
my kids. They were like, oh my God, there's things in the zipper.
Exactly.
They love the surprise
Yeah.
element. I think it's genius what you guys have done. So tell me what encouraged you and what gave you the courage to start this? Like, you're a dental hygienist, you're a therapist, you're still doing this on your day-to-day job.
Yes.
So what
We
inspired
basically-
you? Well,
we-
I know what inspired you, but what
Yes,
inspired
yes.
you to start?
To actually start. So her and I, she's my baby cousin, okay? But we've always been super close growing up, and we've always had a drive and passion for more. So growing up, we're like, we dabbled into parties, like kids' parties when we were younger. We did events before all these places were like, we were doing those.
So you're always in the creative
space.
space.
Yeah,
for
in
sure.
kids. We always did that. And then when, of course, my husband having this company, and that, of course, helped the backing with him, with all of this, having the
warehouse.
logistics, the warehouse, that really, really helped give us the actual power to start and actually execute the business that we wanted to. So yeah,
What
it
was the
really
design
exciting.
process like with the bear? How many did you reject? How many zippies were there until we got to?
We started. We have sketches with our logo, with everything
It was
that
during
I
COVID.
did by my. It was before. It was 2019 when I have the images of us coming up with the name and then me drawing out the bear and the logo by hand. Okay, all of that, and then for it coming to fruition, it took 4 years.
You're
2023
kidding.
is when we actually launched.
Oh, really? So it's fairly new. Because I was going to say,
Yeah.
I don't remember it. Like, how did I not come across it before? And it's
we
because
went
you
through
guys are
so
fairly
many
new.
samples.
So
with-
many weird looking zippies, teddy bears. And then when we got this one, we were like, this is it. This is it.
Right
It's
away.
the
So cute.
classic, almost like the Downy bear.
Yeah.
You look at it and you
Worn
can
in almost.
vintage,
Yeah.
it's
Vintage
the
bear.
classic. But again, as you know, you're a business owner. It takes so much effort, so much time to get the right product.
And even with the fabric, we went through so many different fabrics because there's so many different versions of bamboo. We wanted to make sure we had our kids wear it. We tried it. We gifted to so many people, give us feedback. We did focus groups. And I think one thing people don't realize when you're starting a business, how much work it really is. I wish more people talked about the difficulty of starting a company because people see it now and they're like, oh, wow, this is so great. You put this together. It's so nice. And I'm like, you don't this took us forever.
There's a lot of moving pieces. You
Moving
have the
pieces.
bear, the technicalities of the
Yes.
bear, the
cut and
boxing, the
sew.
pajamas, the cut and sew. For the bear, cut and sew.
Yeah. So we went through so much to actually bring it to life that now it's like a process where it's like we're actually enjoying doing like getting with our design team, getting different prints going, talking to our like people who actually love it and our returning customers. What do you guys want to see? Do you want ballerinas? Do you want soccer balls? So we're actually like more in tune with who's out there and who's supporting us, which we're so grateful for. And that's the fun process now after doing all the work,
And considering you come from two different backgrounds, neither of you probably had marketing experience or anything
Never.
like that. But as you can see, the second you log into your page, there's Khloé and her kids. And that's, we talked about this earlier. That's something money cannot buy. That relationship, the network, the love for your product, which is, you can see that it's so genuine. Like, how did this come about from going from something like you were probably not on social media, or maybe you were as a therapist, but as far as marketing goes?
I think when we started marketing, it was very important to us to actually reach out to people that we admire as moms. Khloé was one of them for sure. I think Khloé is such a mega mom with everything that she has going on, how much she's doing on a day-to-day, and still such a present mom. So when we gifted her, she just happened to really like it, and the kids love the product, and that's just kind of how it started for us, really.
Beautiful. And sometimes when you are genuine with your approach and
sure.
you have quality things, it's not always about business. Like, I come from two different backgrounds, right? Like, I have a business, but also I've been an influencer, and I get both sides, and I'm very mindful in the way that I approach things from both sides, and genuinity will always win, and it's something that you cannot buy with money.
100%.
And the support, it seems very, very obvious.
And we're so grateful. We're grateful for everyone who supported us throughout the whole process. Everybody. It's like everyone that's a part of the Zip and Bear family, we always say thank you to them. We always want to get feedback. We always want to improve. Whatever we can do, we're taking the advice for it. That comes with it.
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback on that. Thanking everybody that has supported us. Every single repost, every single tag, everything matters, and we see you. And to me, that's very, very important to acknowledge, because we got a very, very big support from the Armenian community, and we greatly appreciate that.
100%.
And it was seeing what the kids' reactions are, that's what's priceless. And
sure.
that's when you realize that it all is worth it. All the hard work is putting the smiles on these kids' faces, seeing them getting messages like, my kid took the teddy to school. My kid took the teddy to Zippy the Bear to the show and tell. My kid cannot sleep without it. This has helped my kid potty train. This is that. This is,
Or
it
even
just,
the schools, they have
stories.
pajama day with all Zip and Bear stuff. It's so
Oh, I
amazing to
love
see. It's so
that.
the
inspiring.
support we've gotten from our own school
Yes.
and different schools around. It's wonderful. It really is priceless.
No, it's beautiful. So you guys launched this in 2023.
Yes.
How was that? How was that? How was your launch? What did you do? What did you decide would be how you're going to introduce Zip and Bear to the world?
Well, actually, when we started, we launched on October 10th. That's my son's birthday. It was his first birthday when we launched. He was born on 10/10 at 10/10, so it was just like a lucky number for us. So we decided we were going to start on that day, and that was our first launch day. We started with our ads, came out of the community, announced that we're Zip and Bear, and we pretty much started reaching out to people that we admire as moms and people in the process to just help us out and get this marketing thing going.
No, and it's so beautiful. And I think in a matter of what, a year and a half?
Yeah.
Is that how long, like you've come a long,
past 2 years, yeah.
past 2 years, you've come a long way.
Yes, absolutely.
You have an entire collection, so many designs. How quickly are you launching the designs?
So that I'm in charge of all of that. That's a little bit hard because we would like to do quicker, and that's what we're going to work on this year. We want to launch at least one a month, little sneak peeks here and there, and that's what we're going to start to launch maybe twice a month. That's our goal. But there's challenges, and not a lot of people know that, but there's definitely challenges, and so we're going to hopefully launch new ones every single month at least. That's the goal. But we're working on a lot of new things already. A lot of new prints coming up soon. There's actually one really, really special one coming out in May that I would love to touch up on. Going to be my 10-year cancer-free this May.
Amazing.
Yes, so we're launching. We've been working on this for months. It's going to be the Mommy and Me launch that's going to come up, and it's going to be with pink bows. That's all I'm going to say. Nobody has seen the sneak peeks yet. We have the samples,
we're
but
super excited about
it's
that.
the loose look, so it's different. It's with button down. So I'm really excited to launch that and to celebrate life. And as you know,
Yes.
we are pink sisters now.
We are.
Forever connected.
That's right.
But there's blessings underneath that. So
I believe it.
yeah, I can't wait to celebrate your 10-year anniversary with you.
God willing.
Yes.
God willing, we continue to celebrate life and
Absolutely.
success and
100%.
all the amazing things that women work on. We do it all, don't we? And people,
Many
how do you
hats.
balance? We may not balance, but we try to do it all because we want to. We want to be the present mom. Speaking of, trying to balance it as a mom, what is your take on it? How are you doing it?
I honestly don't believe in balance. I think that as a mom, every day is a different challenge. Whether you're staying at home with the kids, it's a lot of work. Laundry, cooking, organizing, taking care of everything you need to take care of. As a business owner, it's a lot of work. I think how I perceive it is you take it on day by day and what your priorities are for the day. We focus on brain dumping in the morning, writing down everything we need to do, priorities, checklists, keep it moving, keep it pushing, get it done. There's no excuses. That's pretty much what we do.
Amazing. What's your take on that?
Honestly, I have to give it to her. She's definitely much better than I am. I feel like we both wear many hats, but my kids are at a different age. My daughter's 12, my son is 8. We have tournaments all the time. She's just like, these poor kids, they're constantly playing basketball. I'm like, just wait till Malachi gets a little bit older.
It's so overwhelming. Let's give them a
Their
break.
sports take over our lives.
Take over
They do.
our lives. So it really is hard to manage it all. You try to take care of yourself. You try to be a good business owner. I'm a dental hygienist, so I'm a nurturer as well, and I'm in the healthcare profession. And then you're trying to be a good wife, all of the above. And as you say, no matter what hardships you come across, we're moms.
Yeah.
So we're literally super women, and we wear those hats, and you just
wear
have to keep
hats.
smiling.
Yeah.
And keep pushing.
There's days I'll have a face mask on and I'm cooking while I'm listening to a Zoom for a meeting that I need to do. It's just, you learn how to
I love
multitask
that.
better
Yep.
than anybody else. It's
That's
just
the typical picture of it, right?
Yeah.
Like trying to be a working mom.
for
That's the
sure.
picture.
And
what are you
when
gonna
people
do?
say, how do you break down balance? It's like, there is no balance.
Every day you're going to drop something.
Yeah, 100%.
But what's important is that you're passionate about what you do. And I
And
think
you
that's
try to
the most
improve every
important
day.
thing.
Exactly.
You're both working moms with 2 different careers. You both have children, and then you're partners. How does the partnership work? How do you guys balance as partners? Because I think that's a very important thing that most of the guests I talk about, if they have partnership, it needs to be harmonious.
Yes, and we're still working on that every day. Honestly, again, this is new to us. This is still new to us, right? We're learning every day. And not only are we cousins, right? We feel like we're sisters, we're friends, and we're business owners, and we're partners, like you said. So we work on it all the time. We try to communicate. And if we're upset at something, we communicate it and we hash it out and we move on.
It's always being clear.
It's all about communication, honestly. So we just communicate and try to have everything organized, and we touch base regularly. There's not a day that we don't speak, whether it's about the business, not about the business. And sometimes I actually told her this year, let's focus on us, connecting a little bit more and not just focus on the business, because
it's taken over our lives.
Yes. As friends again, even though you're family, it helps the business automatically. That's what I would highly recommend for anybody that has partners, is work on connecting as a human being more so than just focus on business all the time.
And at the same time, I think as a business owners, you have to constantly pick up each other's back. Like if she drops something, I pick it up. If I drop something, she picks it up. We have each other to rely on. So you're never alone in the process. And I think that's a beautiful part of having a partner, to actually utilize that and have a backbone.
And we're definitely yin and yang, and I think that also works.
For sure, yin and yang.
Because if you're the same, I would highly recommend whoever is going to start a business, you have to be like opposites attract, because what she's strong at, I might not be. What I'm strong at, she definitely isn't.
Yeah, we all have our strong points and weak points, and admitting that is the first step to moving forward and having a good relationship.
And that's how you're harmonious, right? It sometimes drives us both crazy. And again, we're family, so it's more of a, but that's what's
like sisters.
also, totally. 100%. And that's what's the beauty of it too, to be honest. It's very genuine. It's very like, okay, no matter what, we're family. No one's going to get butt hurt here.
Right,
So.
right. At what point did you guys realize this is becoming something? We launched it. People don't really know about us, but like how do, your immediate family and friends I'm sure did, but at what point were you like, okay, this is something that can really grow into bigger than what we think?
I think it was 2024 when we did Khloé Kardashian's PR campaign with Thompson. Actually, that right there is her PR box we did. We sent it to a lot of influencers and celebrities, and then we got a lot of press on it. That was really exciting. And it was such a blessing. Very, very personal. It was, we were personally going and delivering to people with our big Zippy the Bear with balloons.
How did they accept that as like the celebrities? Because a lot of brands want to reach people like them. Like, what was your approach?
It was an actual partnership with Khloé and Thompson. So because they knew her, they were very accepting and they were excited for the collab. So they would, of course, show both of us love. They would tag her, they would tag us as Zip and Bear. And they actually really appreciated the honest, true hand delivery from us as founders, delivering it to them. So it wasn't just, we didn't just send them stuff or say, okay, it was just all genuine, priceless reactions we got from them.
I think as founders, if anybody who wants to get started or even be in the marketing aspect, I think being authentic and really just not having expectations. If you're giving to someone, don't have expectations. You're giving because you admire them, you admire their work. Look, like for example, we gifted you. We've admired your work for so long. You've been out there hustling for how long? But it's not like, oh, hey, Lilith has to post us. It's more of, we want you to try our product. You've been in this industry for such a long time. What do you think? You know? And being genuine about it.
I appreciated that approach a lot.
If you're genuine about it, people are more receptive. It just shows. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just more natural.
Of course. I love that. Have you guys thought about being in stores? Are you in stores, or have you decided against stores?
So we're in a lot of boutiques, which is exciting. A lot of different boutiques, even around the nation, actually. We have some in Staten Island. We have different people that, we actually have orders on Fair, which is our wholesale section. We will eventually be in stores, hopefully, but right now it's just D2C, just direct to consumer. And we're just trying to get our name out there and have people get the magic of Zip and Bear.
I love that. What are your, I'm sure you have new designs and all these things coming out. What is your goal with the brand?
The goal with the brand is to get it big enough and to just continue launching different products and focus, of course, for kids, but start doing the mommy and me's and who knows, maybe even Daddy and Me's like family matching. But I think that we've decided kind of to stick to holiday prints for that one, for the whole family matching. But just to grow our actual brand to different products, towels and blankets and things like that, that people, our customers are actually asking for.
Yeah.
So we're trying to listen
going back
to our
listen to your customer.
Exactly.
I love that.
And I think it's something that we want to leave behind for our kids, like have something that they can actually look forward to and have something to hold on to. Yeah. Because it's such a family thing and we've built this with so much hard work. That's what we want to do for sure.
Yeah.
My daughter, she's always, for a few years, she's always actually mentioned that, like, I'm the manager of Zippy the Bear. So she actually has really good ideas. And she's like, Mom, can I draw some stuff? And I go, absolutely. So we have different ideas that we are going to start launching to incorporate kids designing as well.
I love that.
So yeah,
That's
there's
so
a lot
sweet.
of ideas we have that's,
It's
on
still
the
in the
drawing
works.
board.
Yeah,
So
drawing board for sure.
when we discuss something, it takes a while for it to come to fruition. So
How long does it take from design to cut and sew to
anywhere
delivery?
from 4 to 6 months. It's not a joke. People think, like, honestly, props to any other company that's out there that is launching regularly. It's amazing, what people are doing.
It's an
and
inspiration, for
very
sure.
inspiring. Again, we're new. It's only been 2.5 years. I'm very proud of what we've done so far. For sure. But it's a learning process. So we're going to hopefully try to get it quicker and quicker, and then we'll see what the future holds.
And your competitive angle is the bear, because there is a lot of, during the holidays, you get family matching pajamas, even Gap does it. And obviously it's hard to compete with big companies like that. And you have a beautiful competitive angle. What is your advice to someone who does have a lot of competition in the field that they want to create?
I would highly suggest to find a unique niche. So a unique component to your company that makes you different, that differentiates you from the other companies. Because as you said, there's a lot of bamboo companies out there. It's saturated, just like every other company. But there has to be a reason why people choose you. And to us, Zippy the Bear, we're a teddy bear company that has matching pajamas, matching aspect. And that's what we want to lean forward with. We're not just a pajama company.
And I think it's also when you're launching something, you're passionate about it, right? So find out what the product is that you love and how you can make it better. Because ultimately, like, why are you doing it? What triggered the idea, right? It's to make it better for the person that you want to sell it to, right? So honing in on what actually matters and how you can make it better.
Beautiful. I love that you guys are also in front of the brand. And, I think just when you sent me the stuff, I just did a quick, scroll on your page. And then I saw you two in the video. And I was like, instantly you were relatable. Because you mentioned you were a mom, you both mentioned you're a mom, and you're just kind of creating and putting this bear together. And I saw a little behind the scenes thing, and it just reminded me of me, because even though I'm in a different industry, I am also a mom, also in the creative part, also in the building. Sometimes you're behind the computer and designing stuff, and sometimes you're in the warehouse packing these things on your own, because you kind of have to be everywhere as a small business, right? Like, you will have your slow days and then you'll have your busy days, and you can't hire someone for slow days, so you kind of have to wear so many hats.
For sure, we would
as a
actually
business
love.
owner.
We would actually love to show you how we pack up a box.
I would love to. Should we go do one together?
Yeah, let's do
show
it.
me how you. Oh my God, my daughter is gonna be so jealous. I almost brought her.
Oh.
Yeah, but she's homeschooling. I was like, no, sit down. She's like, where are you going? I was like, Zip and Bear. She's like, I want to come.
Follow us, guys.
Maybe we'll visit another time. And how beautiful did they set up this place? Seriously? Like, it's the most cutest setup we've had for any interview.
Oh, that
and
makes me
now
so
everyone needs to one-up this.
This whole section is a Zip and Bear section, all the way to the top, and it goes all the way down across. So when we get orders, we get all these packing slips, and of course we have helpers as well, our employees. They come here and they start packing. We have a master list, and we start pulling. This is the Lego section. This is the Planet Pals for the boys. All the sections are separated into sizes. So we'll pull, let's say, a 4T, and then the briefs are right next to it. So we always have the bundle. If it's the bundle, it comes with the underwear. That's how the bundles come. Then we put it here and we keep moving on. So these are the monster trucks.
Who thinks of the designs?
I created, we of course do it together, but like I'm the artsy one, I'm the creative director of the company. So I've done all of that part. And of course she'll approve it. We'll go back and forth. She'll come up with inspirations. Let's do this, or let's do a monster truck theme. So we'll get that and then we'll get it going. And then I'm the more OCD one with the color. No, it has to be this way. It has to be that way. So we bounce back, of course, back and forth together all the time. And then we send it to the designers, and then the designer ends up like finalizing it, and with many back and forths with me, of course.
Of course. And I love that you guys have seasonal stuff like Valentine's Day and Christmas. And I think you even had a Thanksgiving one, like one of the ones you had sent me. And I thought that was so cute because gifting is a big part of our culture nowadays, right?
Exactly.
Like you mentioned.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm trying to learn that for my brand because I don't really have gifting stuff and my brain doesn't go there because I'm just creating the product. And people always like, you should do sets and you should do this. And like, my brain doesn't go there. And I'm learning from people like you, like, God, gifting is such a great, like, because people want simple gifting.
Yes.
Exactly.
Like the fact that I have to think about what to get and go find the pieces and put it together in a nice box and a nice package, I'd rather just get a pre-made package, and I think it's like the perfect gift.
Exactly.
So.
You had a really special 10-year one recently. I saw that.
Yes,
was beautiful.
that one. I was like, I'm like getting the juices flowing. I'm learning to, you know, we have something coming up for our 10-year launch, and the whole concept is collection. So we'll see how that goes.
That's exciting. Yeah. So yeah, this is basically, it starts with the boys and then it goes to the girls. Let's start pulling your kids' pajamas.
My gosh.
Yes, because this is actually one of my
Let me
favorites.
tell you something about pajamas. First of all, they wear the hell out of it.
Yes.
Second, they grow out of it.
Absolutely.
And like you said, my
You
kids are like
always
that
need
too.
it.
They're always changing their pajama. I'm like, it's fine from yesterday. Can you wear it like 2 days? I'd like to do less laundry. But no, they're always changing it each day, and they're excited about like wearing the new one.
You don't have this one, I'm assuming.
I don't think I have this
Yeah,
one. No.
this is one of my
cute.
favorites. It's actually such a cute
Oh,
one
I love
for
that.
birthdays. Imagine.
I love that in like a little
sprinkles.
goodie bags even. Oh,
I mean,
love that.
You know, with the
Yeah.
imagine like doing an actual. Everyone's, you know, our community
Yeah.
spends minimum $50 to $100.
Yeah.
It's a $70 bundle, and it's worth $90 each one if you get it separately.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll come with the underwear, the teddy bear, the matching, you know, pajama for the teddy bear. It's giftable. All you do is put a little bow on it, and it's
love
ready
it.
to go.
I love it. And maybe
So-
you guys can even do like little parties where, you know how Build-A-Bear, they like build it. Yours is already built, but like they dress them up and they do all these things.
We have
for
a goal
parties.
to add accessories for our bears.
Yeah,
sooner than later,
yeah,
'cause that's
I would
so
love
fun.
that.
So basically, let me show you how it's going to be. This is going to be for your daughter. We put the pajama in the back, like this, like so, and we put the underwear on the bottom, so they don't know what they're getting. And then the matching pajama goes behind the bear, and we zip it up, and we just put it
And
down
I love
here.
the little window. That was so smart.
Exactly, yeah. So, and it's actually really good material. So, and then we just pack it up, we close it, and it's ready to go,
So
giftable. That's it. Of course, the whole, like, then we put it in the box and we put the labels on it, the whole thing, but it's a whole process. These come flat, of course, and we can show you over there too, but they all come flat. We could show you the process of making it. I mean, it's
I was
going
going to say, how do you ship this? You would need boxes, and then
If
the
it's
shipping would
bundle-
be expensive.
If it's
for the
bundles,
client.
it's all with boxes.
Yeah, no, that's smart
Yeah.
because otherwise
Yeah.
they're paying so much for shipping, and you'd rather just put it in something that you can slide in.
Yeah, it's really easy when it's just pajamas and
Yeah.
the underwear. If people buy it that way without the bundle, it's just a poly bag.
Right.
Super simple. Zip and Bear
Exactly.
poly bag. We put it in there. We throw it in there and call it a day. But majority of our clients, believe it or not, they're grandparents. They love buying it for
that's
their
true.
grandchildren. So
Yeah.
this is our highest selling is the bundle. They actually
Yeah.
end up getting the bundle a lot.
So
So
back to gifting, right?
exactly, back to
Well, I
gifting.
wanna
It's
see
ready
you guys
to go.
at like a Nordstrom or a
Yes,
Macy's or a
yes,
Bloomingdale's.
Bloomingdale's,
Yes.
yes, absolutely.
We're gonna pull all the strings
Yes.
because truly, like, there's nothing like that at the stores. I mean, I feel like after COVID, people learn how to purchase online,
Exactly.
but people still love that grab
They
and
wanna
go,
feel it.
tangible. They want to
Exactly.
feel it, and they would always tell me, and that's why Pop-Up did so well. It's like people got to finally like test the product before
Exactly. Yeah,
buying
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And sometimes people want like a last minute gift. And I'm like, oh, I didn't get a chance to order it in time. I wish I could just go grab it. So,
Yeah.
and then I think with going back to with Elsie, like I was in Ulta, but only 100 out of the 400 they had. And it was so difficult for customers to be like, well, which Ulta are you in? And like,
That's hard,
there's
yeah.
not an accessible one. So if you're in a department store, then
Everywhere,
they
yeah.
know, like they're not thinking which boutique is Zip and Bear in. Is there one
Exactly.
close to me? I didn't know you had it in boutique. So if you have a place that people could go grab it, I think that
Absolutely.
would really help you
We've
guys
done a
level
lot
up.
of vendor events, and people like it that way because right away they just grab it. They're like, I want this, I want that. I'm going to a birthday just tomorrow. I'm going to grab this. This is perfect. Absolutely. If it's more accessible, it's going to be great. Great
Yeah.
for us and great for the community for them to get their hands
And when
on
people
it.
see it in person, it's like there's like an emotional connection. And I think, like I said, when I see you guys online, there's an emotional connection. So when they meet you in person, and that's why I was at my pop-up so often. I was there almost every day because I was like, I want to meet these people that are
Supporting
my
me.
customers.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that human connection.
Exactly.
So we're going to finish off this interview by thanking you and celebrating you being cancer-free. You're such an inspiration to all of us women, and we always want to celebrate people like you, and thank you for having us.
That means so much to me. You guys literally went out of your way, and the fact that you thought about this and thought about me, it's still very fresh and new to me. And
Of course.
meeting someone who has gone through it is just so inspiring. And like, I'm like, she's 10 years, like that is goals. That's where we all want to be in a healthy place with our children.
we're going to
Cheers to life!
Cheers!
Let's go! Woo!
Oh, you did a good job.
Yeah, I'm used to it. I love
Popping bottles.
You are
you,
far too kind. I feel like I've known you guys forever, even though we just met, and your support throughout these few weeks where I've shared it, the flowers. I was so surprised, only because we've just never met, and I was like, who are they from? But thank you guys. It really means the world to me. Cheers.
Cheers.
To women and health. Yes.